about business, then I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try my damnedest to make it happen how I need it happen. You know what I'm saying? So
what I want to elaborate on is the murders in the city, man. How it's affecting everybody. You know what I'm saying? Seeing you know what I'm saying, the age you are, how you grew up and come from what you've seen to now how things is. Seems like it's spiraling out of control, man. Like.
yeah, man, it is spiraling out of control, man. I don't, you know, a lot of people say, man, these 90 babies, man, they tripping and stuff, man. But I think this generation, man, is going down the drain like quick and fast, man. What not to down anybody, you know, as far as like what's going on. Not saying I wasn't reckless or nothing, but I was out here in the streets, man, carrying pistols, had dope and all this type of stuff, man. But the thing about the cats that I was coming up with versus the cats now, I mean, everybody live by that same code. You know, if you do something, you go. If it's a group of y'all get picked up, you the man that did it. You go fess up to it, especially if you did that crime. A lot of cats now, man, they not doing that, man. I don't understand the mentality, man, of the people around now. You know, it's a big deal about snitching, and the police trying to be like, well, if you don't want to snitch and all this type of stuff, man, like you hurting your community, man. You letting the murderer or somebody go free, but you look at the police officers, man. I mean, they live by the same code as well.
Sure do.
They live by that same code, man. I mean, you know, this man is not right out here. He doing all this wrong stuff, man. I mean, he's busting in on drug dealers, taking the drug dealers' money, man. What they gonna do? Call the police? No, they not gonna call the police. So you got understanding that this person is not right and that they wrong for this force. But yeah, you want to come on the street and you want to press somebody to snitch on a person that they seen robbed a store or something. Man, they not gonna do it. Everybody live by that same code. I guess we need to get out of that. You know, for our community to be better. You know, a lot of gang bangers and stuff, man. They saying they gang banging. You can't come in this certain neighborhood, but this neighborhood look worn down and poor, man, because y'all is destroying it. Like from what I got understanding of the gang life. Is you come in this neighborhood, like this is our neighborhood. You hold this neighborhood to a certain, you know, to a
certain standard.
Yeah, a certain standard.
Yeah.
So if you know somebody's coming out of the neighborhood, it's just like if somebody nasty, they come into your house. You like, you don't want them to be in your house, man. You know they nasty or what have you, because you keep your stuff clean. That's how the gangbangers need to be. Keep your community patrol. You want to keep it safe. You keep the unnecessary people that need to be in there.
Yeah, need to go back to what it started in the beginning.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah. But a lot of people lost their concept, you know, their understanding of it, man. I don't know where it went left at, man. You know, it's just crazy, man. Like I said, I mean, I got out here. I wasn't out here trying to be no thug or nothing, man. Man, I was clean cut. I ain't really kept my pants sagging off my butt or nothing like that type of stuff. But I carried a pistol because I knew the cats that I hung with in the area that I was in, you never know what could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what brought me in is I had my oldest daughter, and so you had to come to a understanding like, okay, if you got static with this cat out on the street, and you had your child in your car with you, man, there ain't no hesitation about anything, man. You know, I think Jay-Z said a dope line, man. Who hesitates in war is who hesitates his loss. Yeah. If you hesitate to shoot at this man, you know his man got a pistol on him, man. You know, you got your chances are you gonna die. But in the sense that you got your child in the vehicle with you, and you exchanging with this guy, you come out, you not unscathed or anything, but your child catch the stray or something, man. You live with that blood on your hand forever, man. Yep. I couldn't do that, so I had to make a choice, and it was an easy decision. Leave it alone, come off of it, and walk away from it. It was easy, you know. And since then, since I've been having, you know, I got 3 daughters now, bro. I can't have my kids living without me, man.
Yeah,
you know, I know how that is,
yeah.
man. You know, not to get all deep into my business, what have you, man.
Yeah.
And I know it seems like every black male or black young lady has the same story as far as like a father.
Yeah.
A father figure wasn't necessarily in the household. Father figure that I had, man, was from the street, and he was not going, man.
Yeah.
And he taught me everything as far as like the street. But that's not saying like, you know, everything was bad that he taught me, but he taught me something. Like, you gotta have 2 educations. This is what he told me. He said you had 2 educations. You gotta have street education, then you had your books, man. If you got them 2, man, you can survive anywhere, man. And that's what I grasped out here. So, you know, Blavel, as far as like everything with the crime and everything that's going on and stuff, man, I just wish it would cease, because it's mostly where it is really all just young people.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're invisible, and I can't knock them, because at that age I was feeling the same way. Like, man, I wish the police would pull me over. Bro, I ain't got pulled up enough time, man. I'm telling you, man, you keep spending enough money with them police and putting that kid through school, it'll hit you. You know, my last real charge that I was going to get, man, that really scared me to death, I had a pistol charge. I caught it in the next town, man. It was Osceola, Arkansas. You know, at this time, man, when I called it, you know, this Columbine stuff had just popped off, man, like maybe a few years before that. So there was zero tolerance about pistols, period. They was gonna hang you, man. I thought I was gonna get hung, man, but they telling me, like, then there 20 years for the charge, over $250,000 fee and all this type of stuff, man. I'm like, but you know what, when I learned from that situation, one is that if I got a group of my cats with me, man, I don't necessarily need no pistol. But you never know how stuff go.
Yeah.
It can go left quick. But and then too, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yep.
So that's how I end up beating the charge. Cause my granddad, like I said, go back to my granddad, he got a well-respected name. He knew the mayor personally. That's how I end up beating that charge. Only thing is that I had to give up the gun that I had, which was in my name.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a concealed weapons license or nothing like that. But, you know, and I learned from that situation, bro. And there's a lot of stuff that I see going on now. Like, I know it's with my wife, man. Me and my wife is from 2 different worlds. I know you know my wife, man.
Yeah, my classmate, my dog.
Yeah, man. She didn't come from that type of world. It's a lot of stuff that I see and that this goes on and everything. She be like, oh my God, why are they so reckless? Like, why are they out there smoking weed and selling drugs and all that? And I'm like, baby, you don't understand. I had to explain a lot of stuff to her. I gotta kind of get her caught up to like everything that happens out here in the world and stuff, man. You know. Street, as far as like street stuff go, man. I know a lot of stuff that has changed, bro. And I know me and you probably, we in the same generation.
Yes, sir.
It's a different type of world, bro. You know, but I just pray that the youth, man, now they kind of grasp to everything that's going on as far as like people dying and they getting killed and everything, and like, man, it's a blessing to see a person like my granddaddy. Like I keep going back to him, man. He's 92 years old, man. Be a blessing to live to see 92. He's still in his right mind, still can hop in his truck and ride anywhere. A lot of youth like they just don't care. Like, man, I don't know what it is, you know. And a lot of people say it's music. Music don't raise these kids. You know, the parents gotta raise these children, man. This where it all start, or this where it all go back to, man. The parents, man. So that's what I'm trying to do with my daughters. I don't want my daughters to be, you know, I want them to live. I don't want my daughters out here to be like some of these females that's out here now. And we just call easy. It's just easy. Ain't nothing, ain't no hard work and none of this stuff no more, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to see, like,
especially in the city over here, man. If you got somewhat type of a name, they coming towards you. They coming towards you.
And that's the thing, though. You know, you gotta, like, I'm trying to give them a ideal male that's gonna be in their life. You know, later on.